doesn't matter what date it is because there's more going on besides that. It could be a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, a day of the week that's a Wednesday or hump day or Tuesday or something that has something to why it doesn't matter what date it is. There's always a lot of breaking news. All right, the very first thing I'll talk about is 911. And now we officially heard what was the cause of death for Rico Priam, who passed away that one day back in May where he was driving home from set like 4 a.m. Everyone was saying that it was, maybe he was just too tired. There was a 14-hour day on set. They were shooting Pomona, but the news came forward that he actually had a heart attack while he was driving. So natural causes, they're saying heart attack, and then everything unfortunately happened in the middle of the freeway. So RIP to him too.
Sorry.
What was that, Ron?
Do you know what department he was in?
He was in the Graves of Grip. Yeah, it was a grip.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. It sucks. And he was just kind of day playing there too. He wasn't all the time there, so he was popping up day playing here and there. But he worked in the show quite a bit, I guess, on and off. So it just sucks. It just really sucks. So you never want to see this happen, and it's very unfortunate that this went down. And we need more business here in Hollywood. Everything's kind of shutting down right now because of the potential strikes, and everyone's worried about that, even though I don't think it's going to happen. But, it's not the time that I don't think that Film LA should start raising their prices for permits. But they are doing that. 4% increase in all permits for everybody out here in Hollywood. And if you think about that, for any production, it's already very expensive, these permits, just to shoot these locations. They jack these prices up all the time. They said the reason they're doing this right now is because of, they're saying because of the strikes, because people haven't been working as much. And they're also saying on top of that for, all their increasing costs for their business on top of that. But I'm just like, guys, this is the worst time. Even that initial price to actually get the approval for the application is going up to $931. It's usually $820, I think. So it's gone up a little bit over $100 too as well. So yeah, it's getting tougher and tougher to film here. You don't want to see projects leave LA, but that's what's going to happen. More and more are going to leave. It's hard to shoot here, and then all of a sudden, all things you love, what makes it you love, what you love is just gone. Look at Yellowstone. Kevin Costner's not coming back. And this is a whole thing too. We've been talking back and forth about this. Potentially he'd come back, maybe he wouldn't come back. And then him and the showrunner were talking back and forth about it. But now it's come forward that he said officially he will not be back for 5B. Of course, they announced just a couple days ago, okay, we're gonna release the rest of it. We're gonna do 5B. We're gonna finish that. We're gonna finish up Yellowstone. Network revealed that at the same time. Kevin Costner had a statement right away moving forward, and he was just pretty much about the whole thing. He says, I want to reach out and let you know that after this long, year and a half of working on Horizon, which is that big epic journey that he's created that's coming to theaters this summer, 2 parts of it are, he said, after doing all those things that are required and thinking about Yellowstone, that beloved series that I love, that I know that you love, I just realized that I'm not going to be able to actually continue season 5B or into the future. It was something that really changed me. I loved it. I know you loved it. I just wanted to let you know that I won't be returning, and I love the relationship we've had, been able to develop, and I'll see you guys at the movies. So I think there's a lot going on here besides, him doing other projects. It's also the, going back and forth with the showrunner, with the crew, and apparently they've had some issues, and they didn't want to have him back. And he tried to come back, but unfortunately he will not be joining them back for the end of Yellowstone. But fortunately, Slash is going back to Guns N' Roses, everybody, because Guns N' Roses is coming back in 2025 after 40 years of being together. 40 years. It's wild to me. Well, I mean, they haven't been together the whole time. They formed 40 years ago. They broke up. Axl is such a loose cannon. I hope that Axl gets on board and he can kick some ass with them and get out there and play, because I love them. Sabrina and I saw them a few years back over at Dodger Stadium. That was really freaking cool. Loved it so much. Yeah, it was such a great show. Such a great show. And Axl Rose made it through the whole thing. He didn't get pissed off and take off. So that was really good. Good to see you pop out of Sailor, man. Good to see you. But this is happening. He says he's actually going to the studio now to work with his band, The Conspirators, and they're going to get this new album done. And after that, he's going to get out there 2025. He says 2025 is all about Guns N' Roses. So they're going to do back. I can't wait, Ron. They're going to go back on tour. It's going to be fucking fantastic. Cool. Great music. Yeah, and I was telling Ron before the show, I was that I think we should really have Civil War during the Civil War movie. Why don't we not play that song? But they didn't do it. I guess it probably cost too much money. It's like $50 million they had for that budget for that movie. I'm guessing they couldn't budget what it would take for Guns N' Roses to do that too. But I love Guns N' Roses so much. I really do. Freaking epic band, epicness, but it's hard to recreate that magic. Look at the new Dexter show coming out. Can they recreate that magic? I don't know if they can recreate it. It's a prequel now, but now we have that Patrick Dempsey signed on to play a role in the new prequel series. Now, of course, like I say, it's about young Dexter, young Deb. He's trying to find his way, getting involved with Miami Homicide. He's getting involved doing internship there, and Patrick Dempsey is playing the role of Aaron Spencer, who is, of course, the captain of the Miami Metro Police Department. And he's friends with his father, Harry. Harry. I think this fool, look at this fool. He's going to be a villain. He's going to be a villain. I have a feeling that he's going to end up on Dexter's table somehow. Like little kid Dexter's be his first person he kills. Maybe not, but I could see it happening. Or maybe he's doing some shady shit, and then Dexter and Harry take him down. I feel like he's going to be a villain. I just can't imagine with a name like him, he's got to be something bigger. Unless he goes for a long time, you never know. They might be planning for this show to go forever. So hopefully it does. I mean, look at like Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn. That's gone for a long time. So much so they're doing a spinoff. Kite Man's coming, everybody. If you ever watched this, Kite Man, hell yeah. He's great in this. I love it. He's so funny. But Kite Man's coming into this. Lovable loser, Kite Man, and his new squeeze, they're saying, Golden Glider will moonlight as criminals support their foolish purchase of Gotham's seediest dive bar. That's what this is going to be about. So they'll be gone there doing like crazy stuff and then trying to keep their dive bar going. This is going to star in Max pretty soon. July 18th is coming out. And then Harley Quinn's going to be coming after that again for the last, well, probably the last season, but the next season, I should say. Everyone's been loving on Harley Quinn. Hope it does really well. But people have been also loving on Peacemaker, and I love Peacemaker so much. Peacemaker's shooting right now. I've been talking about this a little bit. They've been out there working out in between Superman. And Peacemaker is going to change their intro dance. That's right. The introduction dance credits in the very beginning, they're going to change it. And I don't know why they're going to change it, but they're going to change it. Because I love it so much. It's so freaking good. Like, why would you change this? Hopefully it's just as good. But Alan Tudyk was talking about this because Alan Tudyk's wife, friend of the show, Alan Tudyk, wrote and choreographed the whole first intro for Peacemaker Season 1. And she actually told James Gunn, she's like, I got this. My husband's an actor, and he can act it out. If he can handle doing that dance moves, then John Cena can handle doing dance moves. And I can see John Tudyk dancing all this, too. It'd be actually kind of hilarious to see that behind the scenes. But they are moving forward and making another new dance for Season 2. I hope they use the same song, do you really want to you want to taste it? I do. I hope it's fantastic. He's getting me. I think it's going to be fantastic. But, I can't wait to see what they do here. Who does Peacemaker have beef with this season? Like, who's going to be fighting? We want to know, who does he have beef with? And Beef is also coming back for a second season. And, officially they have not said this, but they've been negotiating for cast, going back and forth. The first season did so well that they're like, we got to do this again. And they wanted to have Jake Gyllenhaal and Anne Hathaway attached to this before. They're negotiating back and forth for the second season. And Beef is again against about a couple who are, fighting, they're feuding. And so they wanted to have that same kind of dynamic, but that didn't work out. But now Oscar Isaac is attached to this too. Well, he's been negotiating with this along with Carey Mulligan. They've been negotiating together to be the new couple, which is a great cast. I really hope this goes through because I think they're awesome together. And you know what? I love these guys are doing more TV, but I also hate it because actors that are trying to break out don't get an opportunity because movie stars doing on TV. So that's the business we live in, Why does that swab have a urinal on its head? That's a good question. I don't know I don't know if I saw that swab at the urinal, but who knows?
You're talking about Peacemaker.
I was like,
He does have a toilet head.
I guess he kind of does. And some of them be
mouth.
But I'm excited to see if this beef goes for. I really am. But speaking about beef, I think that the person who has the biggest beef right now with Mexico, with Mexico is Russ actor Baldwin right now, because Alec Baldwin is going to court, everybody. He's going to trial. It's going down. They tried to stop it again. His people came forward and they were like trying to stop this whole manslaughter trial, and they put it out there saying, okay, please, one more time. The judge just denied it, threw it all out. But they also won Helena Hutch. They wanted what's her name? No, not Helena. Helena Hutch died. They wanted oh my, I'm going blank on her name. Hannah Gutierrez-Reed. They wanted her to actually testify in this, and the judge came forward and said, no, she will not testify. It's like she's testifying in a trial that you're testifying. It's like a double trial thing. We're not going to do that. So they lost there. They're really mad. Alec Baldwin's defense was really pissed about that. And on top of it, they really wanted the thing thrown out again. And again, the judge said, no, you have to go to court. They wanted it they keep fighting this. At the end of the day, you're going to court next month, Alec Baldwin, make it happen, and just see what goes from there. That's all you can do. Just see what happens from there. You can't change things. You can't change the past. But Amazon tried to change the past when it came to Full Metal Jacket because they took away Born to Kill from the helmet. So if you've seen this on Amazon, and of course Matthew Modine saw this because he was actually in Stanley Kubrick's movie, and he was talking about, like, you can't just take this away. This is not right. And of course they're going to fight about it back and forth, but he went up and said, hey guys, this Born to Kill, was actually had a reason to be there. And here's his direct quote. He said, "The reason why this happened was who decided to remove Born to Kill, and not only did it alter a piece of iconic art history by Philip Castle, but they completely misunderstood the point of it being there. Private Joker wears the helmet with Born to Kill and a peace symbol at the same time as a statement about the duality of man." And so he's like, taking this away is just changing the whole point of it. Stanley Kubrick didn't put this on there for no reason, and now Amazon is putting it back. So I think enough people saw this and were like, what the hell is this shit? And so now they're like going to make it happen. So, and I hope that, people love and make happen Metropolis, and I hope it goes really well, because honestly, or Megalopolis, when I keep hearing about this movie, like Francis Ford Coppola's movie, I'm like really worried about this man, because he spent $120 million out of his pocket for this movie, and people are raving about it overseas. When it's been debuting, they're raving about it. Eat your spinach. But on top of that, now, Lionsgate has picked it up for distribution here in the United States, which is great. We're going to see it. It's going to happen. We knew somebody pick it up. We knew. But they're not paying for marketing. So now they're saying that Francis Ford Coppola is also going to pay an extra $15 to $20 million on top of the $120 he's already spent just to get this in the theaters. Now it's going to go to 1,500 screens. Will it do well? Hopefully it does. Hopefully it's a big blockbuster, Colossus thing for him and he makes his money back. But I worry about it. I do. Full Metal Jacket's the next movie. You're right. It is Queen. I just worry about it because he spent a lot of money. I do want to see it's got a Colossus cast. It looks fantastic. I hope it does well. And I hope that at the end of the day, he makes his money back and we all love this thing so much. I'm not so sure if I'm going to love Netflix new shopping center coming, because I heard about this. Megalopolis. It's about a futuristic movie he's been trying to make since like forever. Check out the trailer. It's pretty good. But Netflix is making this big shopping center right now, everybody. And I heard about this as like a shopping center, and they have these little pop-ups that are like all over LA. They pop around the country. About, Squid Game they did. They do Bridgerton. They're doing all that. But now they're doing this shopping center right now. There's 2 shopping centers that are opening, one in Pennsylvania and one in Dallas. 100,000 square miles these things are going to be. So, that's freaking nuts. But they're square feet. I said miles. Square feet. Thank you, GR. Thank you, Thirsty Daddy. I'm already sweating a little bit in this garage. But yeah. But it's going to have shopping, it's going to have restaurants, catering, all that stuff. They're also going to have those pop-up experiences. So Stranger Things, Bridgerton, Squid Game, all that's going to be there too. And they're making this a big, unforgettable venue so you can explore, have a great time, and be attached to the Netflix their dialogue, their catalog of entertainment. They're also going to have statues out front too about all the different people from Squid Game and everything else. Yes, just so you know where you're at. But for me, I'm like, I don't know if we need this. I don't need this. But a lot of breaking news, everybody. A lot of breaking news, that's all I can say. And I'm kind of interested to see where this goes. A Netflix Plaza? Ron, are you going to go?
Come on, stick to what you know. Come on.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I want 100,000 square mile.
That'd be massive, GR. That's like, let's do it.